What's up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video. This video is our boy DSP and his podcast ranting and going on about gifted memberships. Now, if you watched my videos earlier, you saw that our boy DSP got no gifted memberships yesterday. He basically stayed at 379, and that did not sit well with our boy. So now he's making even a bigger push for gifted memberships on top of tipping and everything else like he normally does. But yeah, he goes on to give us a reason, which I believe is a lie, where he talks about that there was something wrong with gifted memberships and no one can actually gift members, which I'm not buying that. But let's hear Phil out.
In regards to the gifted memberships, one of the people who actually gifted them actually talked to me in the chat this morning, and they said I got an email from YouTube stating that I'm going to get a refund for those gifted memberships and I should get an explanation or a follow-up within a business day about what happened. I don't know.
That's actually curious because there are cases where people lose the ability to have gifted memberships or various monetization aspects of their channel. Like for mostly what happens is that if you do get demonetized, you lose your ability to get super things, super chats, gifted memberships, all that stuff. You lose that capability. But there have been known cases where YouTube takes away something specific from you. Now, you know that gifted subs are technically, I think, still in testing under YouTube. So it could be that our boy Phil did something that caught the eye of YouTube and they removed his ability to get gifted subs. Now, mind you, I did hear from someone in my comment section to say that OIC did give 5 members today on his stream, but I didn't see anything remotely to that. I scrolled through the podcast, I scrolled through the gameplay, and I didn't see anywhere where OIC gifted anything. So that's something to look at or keep an eye out for the next few days.
I don't know what happened, because here's the weird thing. You could say, oh, maybe it's because Phil's channel is in trouble or whatever. It's definitely not. Like right now, I look all throughout my channel, right? And everywhere I go, everything says it's normal. Yes, the false copyright strikes are still there, but they're already counter notified and they're going to be cleared up. That shouldn't affect my ability to have memberships on the channel or anything like that. I click on monetization, everything is enabled. I click on memberships, everything is enabled. I click on super thanks, super chats, everything is enabled. Nothing has changed. Like literally everything is exactly the same. Nothing at all has changed. So
that's not to say you didn't lose the ability to do it. It just may take a little bit, like you stated before, YouTube is a little slow, with getting things done. They may have flipped the switch and you may not see it until tomorrow, but we'll keep an eye and see if that is the case. If it is, I know our boy Phil is not going to be a happy camper.
I don't think it's anything on my end, causing this. It sounds like it's a YouTube side glitch or issue exclusively with gifted memberships.
I was on a stream yesterday afternoon, late afternoon, and I gifted 5 subs. I had no problem. Went through, it went to 5 people, and there were no issues. So I'm not sure why Phil is having this particular problem. It could be just an excuse because because Phil doesn't want to come to the realization that no one wants to gift them or re-up or buy his crappy membership. You don't get anything. There's no real value, there's no real worth. And people get tired of gifting subs or memberships, especially when people don't renew it. The intent is I'm going to gift some subs or gift memberships, and hopefully that person will purchase the membership themselves the next month. And no one's doing that. As you can see, he went all the way up to 650 and now he's down to 383, and that may go down again today.
Okay, now to help confirm that, someone else in the chat this morning actually said that they were on someone else's stream on YouTube and they got gifted a bomb of memberships and only a few of them worked and others didn't.
That's probably because the person, it could be because that person doesn't have gifted memberships enabled for that streamer. So my understanding is that you have to turn it on by streamer, not just turn it on. So if you turn it on for, say, DSP, that doesn't mean if you go to a PewDiePie stream that you automatically can get a gifted sub. You have to allow it as well for PewDiePie. So that could have been it. The guy may have dropped a gift bomb, and not enough people were available to get the gift. So like yesterday, I used the gift option on another stream, and there were 5 people that had turned on, that allowed them to get gifted memberships, and 5 people were able to get it. I got the charge and everything was fine.
And everyone was like, what happened? Someone gifted so and so many, right? Why did only this few get applied when all these people have it set up to accept the membership? So apparently it's not just me. It sounds to me like there's something going on with gifted memberships on YouTube. They may or may not work. Now, here's what
You're the only person talking about it. I have not seen it on Twitch. I have not seen it on YouTube. And again, yesterday I went ahead and gifted some subs and had no problem.
can tell you. Here's the good news. If it doesn't work, you get your money back. All right? It's not like, oh, I gift memberships to DSP Gaming and my money gets flushed down a toilet. Phil doesn't get it, right? No one gets memberships. No one gets anything. That's not the case. You're going to get a refund. All right? So it's not that big of a deal. Okay? But it is annoying when people want to support the channel and get momentum. Like yesterday, I said to everyone, yesterday we had way more viewers than usual because it was a marathon. People were here for some Ninja Turtles fun, to see me eat pizza and all this stuff. We had, at least 100 to 200 more people on the stream than we usually would. And I told everyone this would be a great opportunity to gift memberships. 2 people go to do it and they didn't work. So now what happens? Well, no one else is going to try because now the membership is, or the momentum, I should say, is thwarted. If those went through, maybe someone else would have said, oh, I want to help, and came and gifted
the momentum is thwarted.
Momentum going, and a bunch of memberships would have been applied to the channel. And now I lost all of that.
Thwarted.
Now, not because of the trolling, but because now YouTube is having issues on their side. It's bullshit. Okay? So here's what I would say.
It's always everyone else's fault.
If you were already thinking of supporting the channel and gifting memberships, don't be afraid to try, because they may work. Some are going through. It seems to be a really glitchy, weird system, which is odd because it was working fine, and now something has broken. But this is not a rare occurrence for YouTube. YouTube is infamous for having systems in place that work. Things that are going well, and then someone over there says, oh, I want to improve it, and they tweak a line of code and they break the whole fucking system. Why they don't test their shit before they launch it site-wide, I have no idea, but they literally never do.
Hold up a minute. All right, I'm not the biggest YouTube fan when it comes to their technical things and changes, but YouTube does test their stuff. Remember gifted memberships, Phil? Remember memberships? Remember how they had a beta for that? They had an alpha and a beta, and you were complaining nonstop for months that you weren't allowed or you weren't asked to be part of the alpha or the beta. Remember that? Remember how many months and how you complained? And every other day was you complaining that YouTube promised this by the 3rd quarter or 4th quarter, and they haven't made it available, and you just ripped YouTube a new one. And now you're trying to say that whenever YouTube implements something, they don't do any testing. Okay, I'm gonna call bullshit on that one, Phil. You're completely wrong. You have no clue what you're talking about. Please stick to what you know, which isn't much, but please stick to that at least.
You always just change it and then boop, fucks the whole site up. Okay? So, if you were thinking of gifting memberships, don't be afraid to try. It may still work. If it doesn't, you're going to get your money back. But in the interim, if you want to help out directly, like I said, I'm already way down on income this month. For when I get paid later this month, it's going to be way less than what I usually make from YouTube because of the fucking bullshit trolls last month. So tips would be great, because tips I get immediately, and that would help me get through this tight.
What do tips have to do with membership? This is your rant about memberships. Why are you sneaking in tips in this goddamn rant, Phil?
Tight week financially right now, and on top of that, that would help to offset all this bullshit going on.
Right there, someone just popped up, and I remember this specifically. They re-upped their membership. So memberships are working fine, Phil. I think what's really happening is that no one is actually gifting you anything. And no one wants to gift you anything because they know that no one that receives the gift is going to renew it the following month. It's such a pointless thing.
So I'm not saying don't become a member. By all means, please do. Keep supporting the channel via that way. I'm happy that people want to be members. It sucks that the system is not really working properly right now. All right, so you can always tip if you want to make up for that and help more in the short term. I need help with those tips this week to get through. Like I said, not only did I just drop a ton of money on a bunch of other stuff, my wife's birthday's in 2 days, then I gotta buy a new game for Friday, and I got 2 giant bills this weekend. Tips would help a ton right now, okay?
Such a fucking greedy pig. Good lord. If I was a viewer, I would, well, which I'm not, you know, I am, but not in that sense. If I was a viewer and a supporter, I would lose my mind. I would message him nonstop in his chat, and he'd probably, you know, ban me. But I would just rip him a new one for constantly begging and for constantly making his life problems our problems. Your wife's birthday's coming up. Whose fault is that you didn't plan? Why did you spend $32 on pizza on Saturday? Why didn't you just get one slice for yourself, right? Which would have cost you a couple bucks, right? Right? And then the money you would have saved there, you could have bought your wife the sushi you promised her for her birthday, which is quite sad if you're just getting her sushi. I hope that you saved a couple nickels and didn't spend it on WWE champions and actually bought this poor woman an actual gift.
Okay. All right, so that's the stuff that I really had to talk about on the podcast this morning. As you know, we have a double membership goal for the month, 2 rewards. If we get 450 members by the end of the month, it's a Halloween marathon where you guys nominate and vote on the games. I dress up in a costume and I'll be doing a feasting with the king. Plus, if we hit the 450 by September 16th, which is under 2 weeks from now, but you know, still a good amount of time to hit it, then I'm doing an additional bonus event where I'm going to do a special React marathon event on a weekend. All right? But yeah, we have to basically get those memberships going. And right now, I am frustrated that we're in a situation where we could have had some yesterday and we didn't get them because YouTube's not working right. Okay?
I'm calling this a cope and salt session where Phil's just salty that he did not get any gifted memberships or new memberships, and he is just upset that he's not going to be able to do his stupid marathon and get that money in his YouTube check. I'm going to pencil in that he might get 400 to 415. He'll get up there. Some denhead will throw him some gifted memberships, but I don't think he's hitting the goal, even with the Halloween, you know, party up in the air. What he'll probably have to do is he'll probably lower the goal just to be able to do the Halloween thing. Because I know, you know, he loves dressing up, you know, and parading around like a clown. So he'll definitely do that. He'll definitely lower the goal to have the Halloween stream. But he's not getting that September 15th or 16th, whatever that deadline is. So, yeah, try again next month, Phil. All right, pimps. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.